Hi again. This is how to diagram a sentence number 2 lecture. We'll continue. This time it's a clause as predicate nominative. It simply means, the predicate is not just one word, it's more of a sentence, right? So look at here. Nominative means noun clause, right? It's a clause, it's a sentence that's functioning like a noun, right? So look at this sentence. The fact is you are not ready. The fact is you are not ready. So look at here. The fact, the here is a definite article modifying fact, the fact, right? So fact is subject and the verb is, there is a vertical line, and then the fact is, and whatever is following is the predicate. So we need this diagonal line, and then the predicate is a clause. It's not just one word, it's a clause. So in that case we'll have to lift it, right? So we'll build something and lift it, and then because it is a clause, again we'll draw a baseline, subject, verb, and that's not it. You are not ready. I think there is a mistake here. There's no problem with not here, but I'm sure the red should go up here. Ready is a predicate that states something about the subject, right? So this is a predicate. So the fact is what? That you are not here, right? Are not ready, right? So this is how you do it. Okay, move on. While watching, you may have some questions, and then I think you can leave your questions in comments, right? So you'll be watching this on YouTube, and then you can write your questions in the comment section, right, under the video, and I'll answer those questions. Okay. Number 8, indirect object and understood you. Okay. So let's try to read this sentence. You is not really there, but is presumed, right? So you give the man your money. Give the man your money. Okay. Let me write it here. Give the man your money, right? So give is verb, where you is there, but it's not there. It's assumed. You give the man your money. In this case, what is the object? Direct object. Okay, money is the direct object of the verb give, right? Give what? Money. And then your is just modifying your money. And then what is this? The man. This is what we call indirect object, right? You can write this sentence in this way. Give your money to the man. So you can move the indirect object to the back, but you will have to add to in English, right? But anyway, to the man, or the man is the indirect object. So verb, indirect object, and this is direct object, right? So draw a baseline here. You will put you in parentheses because it's understood you. It's not really there, but it's presumed, right? Because it's a command. Give. So this is subject, verb, and this is direct object. Give money. Whose money? Okay, your is a possessive pronoun. So your money. And then you put the direct object under the verb. And then draw a diagonal line and then connect it to a parallel line, the line that parallels to the baseline, right? You give the man your money, right? Okay. Let me think about a example. Okay, let's try this way. Okay. Let's say I brought him a nice pen. Okay. So I is subject, but brought is verb, and brought what? A nice pen. This is a direct object, and him is indirect object, right? So I, vertical line that extends through the baseline, and verb, brought, and direct object, a vertical line that stands on the baseline, a pen, and a nice pen, right? Or you can do it like, you may do it this way, a nice, but this is same thing, a nice pen. To whom? Brought him. I brought him a nice pen. Okay, so this is how you do it. I brought him a nice pen. So what do you do with indirect object? You put it under the verb, connect it with the diagonal line, but it's put on a line that's parallel to the baseline. Okay. And number 9, complex sentence. So complex sentence, let's read it here. A complex sentence has at least one main clause with a main idea and at least one dependent clause, right? So main clause and dependent clause. So I jumped when he popped the balloon, right? In this sentence, I jumped is the main clause because it could stand alone as a sentence. You know, you don't really need this. I jumped. It makes sense, right? I jumped. And then when he popped the balloon is the dependent clause. because it's depending on, right? It's adding more information. But this class, when he popped the balloon, cannot stand alone, right? Because of when, right? Because if you say when he popped the balloon to someone will say like, so what? What happened, right? So this is like dependent clause, okay? So we have two clauses in this sentence. So two clauses come together in a larger sentence. So we call it a complex sentence. So in this case, we start with the main clause. I, subject, jumped, verb. And then you have to kind of connect the independent clause to the main clause by a dotted line. Okay. A dotted line, right? And then you write when, or how, when, how, why, those conjunctions. I jumped when, and then this is another clause. He popped direct object balloon. The balloon. So this is another mistake. This is not what I made. I'm just borrowed it from internet. So it has to be a diagonal line, and then write the, right? So I jumped when he popped balloon. What balloon? The balloon. The definite article kind of explains or adds more information to the balloon, right? To that balloon, the balloon, right? Okay, the last one is not the last one, but here on this handout is the last one. Appositives. Appositives means next to. Is a word or a phrase that follows and renames another word. So here, Eve, my cat, ate her food. Eve is the subject, and then it's followed by my cat. So this one is appositives. Eve is cat, right? My cat and Eve are the same thing. So you put a cat here, and you put my cat. I think you should move this closer to cat, right? Eve, my cat, ate, verb, food, direct object. Whose food? Her food, right? Okay, so that's it. But I have more cases of these diagramming sentences, so I'm gonna continue talking about them in the next video. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them, by putting them on the comment section. Okay.